To Uvalde, Texas, where public schools will reopen this morning for the first time since May's mass shooting. Robb Elementary, however, where 19 students and 2 teachers were murdered, that school remains closed. Other schools are now surrounded by protective fencing with additional security cameras and upgraded door locks. But some parents and students say they still do not feel safe. Lilia Luciano was in Uvalde immediately after the shooting, and she's been there many times since. She spoke to families, one family in particular, devastated by the massacre. Lilia, good morning.
Good morning to you, Tony. We're in front of Dalton Elementary. As you can see behind me, this is one of the schools that has that 8-foot non-scalable fence. But this is one of a few. Not every school has these fences, and not all parents say that they feel comfortable with these kinds of fences. I was able to speak last night with Angeli Rodriguez. She lost her twin sister, Annabelle Rodriguez, during the shooting at Robb Elementary, and she and her parents say that they're angry that neither the school district or the state are doing enough to keep kids safe.
It's just the fact that 77 minutes, you know, a lot of those kids who could have still been alive.
When the surveillance video from the hallways of Robb Elementary was leaked, Donnie Ray Valdez and Monica Gallegos were in Washington, D.C. advocating for change in the nation's gun laws. Their daughter, Angeli Rodriguez, says police did not do their job.
No. Technically not. They could have just went in.
Angeli and her older sister saw the clips online showing officers waiting more than 70 minutes before stopping the shooter.
Whenever they heard the gunshot, 2 guys ran back.
They ran back.
When they could have just run in there, but they didn't.
What did that make you feel like?
She said not safe.
On the other side of that door was her twin sister, Annabelle Rodriguez, who lost her life that day. What was she like?
She was amazing.
She was amazing.
Angeli looked up to Annabelle a lot. She needs her sister. It's hard that she's gonna have to enter the following grades without her sister.
This semester, Angeli isn't just starting 5th grade without her twin sister. She and her older sister won't be in a classroom at all. Instead, they'll be taught from home.
I just don't feel safe sending them to school.
Despite newly installed 8-foot fencing and more than a dozen other enhanced security measures at district schools, Angeli's parents say it's still not enough. What would you like to see that they do in the school that they haven't?
It's the accountability part, all those cops, all those school cops, you know, let's get rid of them. I say let's get some people that are very highly trained.
I can't see through there, guys.
The couple says gun reform is needed in Texas.
I know.
We will not relent until Uvalde recovers.
What would you like to hear or see from your governor?
Special session, call a special session, you know? Let's get that age limit up, you know? Well, let's take a step. We'll take a step. 21, you know, if that kid weren't able to get that gun so easy, you know, we'd have a lot of those kids still here.
Less than a week ago, during a campaign event, Republican Governor Greg Abbott said this change that these families want in the law, raising the minimum age to buy an assault-style rifle from 18 to 21, may be unconstitutional, even though other states have passed these laws. Tony.
Lilia, thank you once again from Uvalde, Texas. I mean, the central agony in the lives of those parents remains. Whether you put cameras up, you put fences up, nothing's going to change it. Like so many other families in other parts of the country, they're now moving into advocacy, looking for reform to gun laws. We'll see if they get it.
It's still hard, Tony, when you see the video of the officers in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
That shot of the guy using hand sanitizer and other people on the phone is still heartbreaking. I'm thinking about the Fletcher family in Memphis, too. We've had back-to-back stories. We realize there hasn't been an identity yet, but I've been watching that story all weekend, and it's just heartbreaking. The end does not look so good for that family. It's tough.
And when footage exists, the footage is very haunting, tough to watch.
Exactly right.
All right, Lilia, thank you once again.